Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we have probably the most epic unboxing I'm ever going to do. Something bought off of BladeBinge, so let's take a look and see what we have here. This is called Insanity in a Box. Alright, today I'm opening up my box with my Craig Brown or Brown Knives Mini FSD eye for the inset liner lock on this guy. Beautiful knife here. This particular one has the Damascus inlay. All right, let's get into this guy. All right, here we go. As you know, I had a Grail of Grails that I've been wanting to get, and I believe this is it. So, here we go. Y'all ready? I don't know if I am. All right, so here is a little card for it. We have Damasteel 0.62 HRC. Scales are titanium, black ceramic. Bearing system is TRBCB 0.8 millimeter ceramic ball bearings. Accessories, titanium black, naturalized zirconium black. Completed July 2022 by Gabe Anderson and Robert Riley. This would be edgarandcole.com. All right, so here we are. Look at this beautiful. I'm going to move this off to the side. Move this over here so it's out of sight. It doesn't focus in. So here we are. Beautiful knife. It is so much lighter than I expected. I believe this is zirconium inlay. So let's get our little cloth out there. There's a little stuff on there. All right, I'm going to get a little bit of alcohol to kind of clean that. Got something on there. Don't want to be distracted by that. All right, so here we are, jimping on there, and I just wanted to clean that off. This is zirconium, I believe polished. Sorry, I'm just trying to, there's something on there. I just wanted to get that off. Not sure if this was just inside of, and then we have the back here. Ooh, I wonder if that's zirconium also. It looks like it might be. Yeah, it looks like polished zirconium. We've got the black Damascus captive pivot. Probably a T8 right there. Looks like a T6 there. A big piece of beautiful Damasteel, and we do have a fuller in there. Yeah, okay. Ooh, zirconium Backspacer as well. This is gorgeous. So this is about the size of the knife, which is what I was hoping it would be. All right, here we go. Here we go. Y'all ready? Sorry, catching my breath here. Here we go. Look at that beautiful. Look at that beautiful Damasteel pattern there. Y'all see that? Look at that beautiful Damasteel pattern. We've got weight relief on one side. The other side's very thin, but there's none because it's already being cut out for that. All right, we got a little cutaway access to the lock bar like you would expect. Is that a steel bar over travel stop with a white ceramic ball. So I'm going to release that. Let's see, what do we have? Let's do that again. Oh, yes, 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 yes. So where's the detent? Is the detent? You're already clear right there. Look at this. That has such an early detent. That's beautiful. Wow. All right, so where does the ball travel? Goes right there. No ramp, but that's okay because it's such an early detent. Look at that. Wow. All right, let's see if the folder works. Oh, it absolutely does. Let's see the reverse here. Absolutely does. Oh, wow. Flipper's gorgeous. Wow. What beautiful polished zirconium. All right, it's time for a clean cloth. We're going to do a new one. One that has not been used before. There we go. Polish that. I almost feel like I need white gloves for this. Look at that. And let's look at this blade. Full flat grind. Wow, this is super gorgeous. Look at that beautiful pattern, dead center down the middle. Love the lines right here. Almost gives it like a Sanmai look to it, but it's not. I don't know what this pattern is. If this is the teardrop, what do they call this? I'll have to look that up. Don't know if they note the Damasteel pattern on this one, but oh, that is sweet. Look at that clip as well. Got nice flexibility. Just a little dust underneath here, but I suspect that's from, I wonder if this was just like a display, right? Somebody had it on a display in one of their little cases. This would definitely be if you were a safe queen kind of person, this would fall into that, okay? If you're a safe queen person that has knives that you'd never carry, this would probably fall into that. I will carry this, but it'll be very limited, right? But I'll still carry it because every knife I have, I carry. Oh, this is so good. Wow. I do. You can see my greasy fingers from the zirconium. It does show up, and I get why people wear white gloves. I have white gloves, but they're work gloves, and they wouldn't work for this. But man, wow, that action. So I wasn't sure if I needed to take this apart, dead nut centered, to clean it, but it is immaculate, perfectly clean on the inside. I have a little bit of dust that I just got in there, probably. Yeah. Do we have any sort of writing on the inside of here? Sometimes some knife manufacturers they'll write stuff in there. Let me see. What do we have in here? Okay, so there's the steel bar insert over travel stop. Yep. Our lockup engagement is very early. I don't see anything here. Okay, so we are locked up at, I would say, probably maybe 10%. I mean, this thing is, wow, that action is insane. Okay, this is definitely action like my Skiff made blades for sure. All right, Steve Skiff would be proud. Wow, that is just phenomenal. Love that. So I don't know what this is right here, how they got that in there. Is that titanium? What is that? The little barrier there, that's just so nice. Man, I feel like I need to wear white gloves just for this unboxing. I'm going to be carrying this. I know some people are like, you are nuts, but I will. I mean, trust me. I'm not going to be carrying it anywhere crazy. Look at that. There's a little cutout there for the lock bar. You can see that on the inside. These scales are super thin too. Look at that. They are contoured. Do you see the contour on there? Phenomenally contoured. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is, all right, this is the Grail of Grails now. This is absolutely the Grail of Grails. So pivot collar, I don't know, I'm assuming that's titanium. I'm going to have to ask these guys what that's made out of. I mean, I just want to clean my hands. I mean, as soon as I touch it, I get it dirty, right? Wow. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I described what I had thought they would be like. Okay, I'm just going to be straight up. We got to zoom in. You got to zoom in. You guys need to see this up close. Let's do that before I talk about it. So let's look at that Damasteel first of all. Look at that beautiful pattern. Absolutely gorgeous pattern. Okay, so now we're going to go to the blade right here. Black anodized pivot collar, captive pivot with, I don't know what the collars are, because it's the same thing that where the inlay zirconium here is inlaid on. I don't know what this liner is. Black screws as well. Beautiful. Here, let me clean that off a little bit. Okay, so there's that zirconium inlaid. Let's look at the backspacer, the zirconium backspacer as well. All the way around. There's no lanyard hole, which I am perfectly fine with. Again, man, I need to get white gloves for stuff like this. I never thought I would have to. But look at that zirconium clip. Beautiful milled, perfectly rounded in and out. No sharp edge, so perfectly smooth in every detail. Yeah, every detail everywhere. The milling, can you see the texture on there? Beautiful pivot. Oh man, just so fantastic. Love that. Contoured. Let's look at the inside there. You can see the weight relief on this side over here. None here because you do have to mill this for the inlay, right? And that did get glued in there. There's a couple of holes for the adhesive, it looks like. Let me see. Yeah. So in order for it to set, it's got to be glued in there. And this is something you don't take apart. You don't take this off. I mean, this is like permanently attached, right? And I suspect the details in which how this is done to get this perfectly contoured to match, and that's a task in itself, because it just matches perfectly. Look at the contour. Can you see the contoured shape there? That inlay is beautifully inset in there. And then we have that zirconium clip. And let's look at the back here. The fuller works too, by the way. It really does. And here's this blade on this side. Look at that. That's freaking gorgeous. And then the jimping here, all the way out. Oh yeah, all the way out to the edge. Got a nice sharpening tool if we need to sharpen. I don't know. How sharp is that? Ooh. Okay, just checking. Okay, so let's do this. It's sharp. It's absolutely sharp. You can see the top, even the top here has that pattern on it, which is gorgeous. Polished Damasteel. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get our money shot. But one more time, gotta wipe off my greasy fingerprints. Feel like I'm sorry, I have to get a little moisture on there to get that off, but I feel like a little bit like Cole from Tri-State, right? He talks about his greasy finger sausages. So there we go. Look at that. What do you think of that? Oh, that's so gorgeous. Wow. Oops, gotta get that out of the screenshot. There we go. Do that again. Man, that is just stunning. All right, let's look at the back again. Get fingerprints off clip. Get it out of the shot in case we want to. Wow, okay. Again, one more time, look at that. Okay, so the fuller works. I'm just being very gentle. Sorry. I feel like there we go. Gotta know where to put my finger. can reverse flick it right there. Just being so gentle with this, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just being so gentle here. So can I do it to the front? It's not as easy right now, and I don't know. I think I'm being overly cautious. I'll figure this out. I was flicking it before, but I think I'm being overly cautious right now. Maybe I'm putting pressure. No. Okay. Give it a little higher. I don't know. I was doing it earlier. There we go. See. Okay. So maybe like that. Okay. So would it work the same way over here? Sorry guys, I just feel like I want to be very careful. It's a crisp detent, that's for sure. Definitely made for flipper. I can reverse flick it over here. This is fine. Over here like that. Just having a little hard time figuring out where to place my fingers on this one right here. I did it earlier, so I know there's a spot there. I think I'm just tired and cautious. My finger gets a little tired trying to do the same thing over and over. Maybe you have to have a little force in the right angle. Oh man. Look at that. All the way to the tip there. Gorgeous. All right, so that is definitely the crown jewel, so to speak, if you will. Gonna just polish this guy right off. Wow. There we go. Okay. All right. Like I'll mention, beautiful contouring shape, no sharp edges anywhere, beautiful access to the lock bar, clip works beautifully, no sharp edges there. Blade is gorgeous, full flat grind. Well, technically not. Stops right there, but it sure feels like a full flat grind, as thick as that blade is. It's going to be a thick here and comes down to a very thin, slicey edge down at the bottom. The Zirconium, Backspacer, clip, and inlay is simply stunning. Don't know what this is around here. Don't know if this is just titanium polished or is it something else. So wouldn't be surprised at this price if it was something precious or something. I don't know. I'll have to ask. But yeah, everything about this knife is phenomenal. Look at that action. So just stupendous, stupendous, absolutely stupendous. All right, first impression, I got to spend some time with this. I have to get used to this. Just sharing you my first experience. This is pretty overwhelming. So this is the details of the knife again, if you're curious. Beautiful tight card here from Edgar Cole, handcrafted in the USA. This is a full custom. So there you go. Wow, wow. Wow. I was trying to get on their list for one of their drops, and I really wanted to get one of their drops. And their drops, you know, they aren't cheap. But I found this, and it was on BladeBinge. And at first I thought, well, that seems kind of high. And I reached out to the guy and said, will you consider, you know, bargaining? Then I said, no. You know what? If I wait too long, this thing's gonna go. It's just too beautiful of a piece to not just go for it. So I did. And that's why you saw a bunch of knife sales. Why I sold a bunch of knives to cover this right here. So, yeah, wow, wow, wow. That's all I'm going to say. All right, if you have any questions about this, any of you guys have an Edgar Cole, let me know your experience. This is my first absolute experience. I don't see a whole lot out there on these things. We'll do a full review, obviously, and talk more about this in the upcoming live streams and other videos, I'm sure, as this will be a big central piece in my collection. But it is, first impression, it is everything I expected it to be, and then some. Let's just say that. I was trying to keep myself at bay, not to get overexcited, but I had some suspicions, and those suspicions were proved correct. So these guys do phenomenal work, I got to tell you. This is manufacturing at a pinnacle. I mean, I'm sure others out there, I think of Joe from Holt Blade Works. I've seen some of his custom pieces, or probably some of his stuff that he does probably rivals, you know, could probably rival this. I'm sure some other custom pieces out there, but this, just the precision, everything on this thing is just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So, all right, guys, let me know again, any questions. If you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, informative, or entertaining, or stressful, please consider hitting that like button down below. And if you've already hit that like button, maybe also consider hitting the subscribe button down below as well. Subscribing and liking my videos here, this channel, really helps me out. Allows me to produce more content, do more things, ultimately do more things for you guys. So thank you to everyone out there who watches the videos, who enjoys the content, who's part of the channel, part of the live stream, just, you know, engages in everything. I appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you. If you haven't already, maybe also consider hitting that notification button down there below as well, so you can be notified of future content like this and other cool videos. And a big shout out to all my channel members. I appreciate you guys so very much. You guys do two major things for me. One, you encourage me, because I don't do this full time. I'm a part-time guy. Two, you also, with your generous support, you allow me to check out things, do things way sooner than I ever thought I'd be able to. For instance, having checked out a bunch of knives that I never thought I'd get a chance to check out, and then actually making some of those after I've checked them out, then I can figure out I want those in my collection. So I did. You allowed some of you guys even help me find this. I never knew about these guys, right? So very cool, and thank you guys. I just want to say I appreciate you so much. So I do two exclusive things for my channel members. I do a once a month members exclusive giveaway. Try to make sure it's something better than a budget banger, because every week I do a weekly giveaway. It's a budget banger, right? And that has a lot to do with channel members helping me out, making sure I can do that. So thank you. But I also do a once a month members exclusive giveaway. Try to make sure it's a knife well over $100. Something cool, something hopefully you would enjoy receiving or giving as a gift. The other thing I do is all brand new channel members, I want to give you a channel sticker. If you became a brand new channel member, you've never gotten a channel sticker, never asked for one, email me with your name and address, and I'd love to mail you a channel sticker and a thank you note. It's my small way to say thank you. And that really applies to anybody out there, right? As long as you're currently actively a member, you've never asked for a channel sticker, you've never gotten a channel sticker, email me with your name and address. I'd love to mail you a channel sticker. Whether you're brand new, been a member all along, or were a member and became a member again, I'd love to do that for you, right? So I just want you to know that. I appreciate you guys very much for that. And if any of you guys go, hey, how do I become a channel member? I'd love to get in on the giveaway. I just want to support the channel, whatever. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. No, you don't ever have to, but if you want to, there's a link down below in the description. I have 3 different tiers. Would love to have you. Don't ever feel obligated to be a member. But if you do become a member, thank you. I'm honored and humbled by it, so thank you. Just want you to know that. All right, appreciate you guys. If you haven't already, check me out on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and a great week.